Hey there Capricorn, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This one is for August 21st through to the 27th, so let's jump in and see what's on the cards. Before I do so, would you mind hitting the like button for me? Maybe think about leaving me a comment, and please do hit subscribe. It makes all the difference in an algorithm that is driven by engagement only and fully. So if I don't get that engagement, the videos just kind of go like this, and it's really unsustainable to keep doing this. So if you love this content, free content, please do hit that like and subscribe. Alright, so before we jump in, personal readings, you will find the link down below to my website should you want to get one of those, or a distant Reiki healing as well. You'll also find a freebie down there, a link to my free Learn Tarot Quick Guide, and if you want to take things further and learn a full foundation in tarot and my signature reading process, I do have a powerful course for that. And whether you want to read for yourself, your family, your friends, or even turn it into a side hustle, after completing that course, you will be able to do that, and we can all do with a little bit more income right now. So that is available. And also follow along on my Instagram account if you'd like free daily readings, and I'm doing videos on all sorts of things like awakening and angel numbers, so that is over there. Okay, that's enough chat from me on that. I'm going to chat about your reading now. So I'll start with a Moonology Oracle card, and we have a time for healing, Balsamic Moon. Yeah, okay, so it really feels like it's time to kind of breathe out, take a sigh of relief, or get yourself in a place where healing can occur. So maybe you've been going through a struggle or challenge, whether it's a health challenge or something stressful. It is a time for healing. It's a time for balance. It's a time for, you know, self-care here. So let's see what this relates to. Capricorn, I'm going to draw you a major arcana now, and there's 22 of these cards in the tarot, and they indicate the big themes, big life lessons. So what do we have? It's a time for healing. Why may that be? Wow, the Star is also a card of healing. It's a beautiful energy of rebirth. Okay, so this could be around initiating a new chapter, shedding an old skin, turning the corner in a health crisis here as well. The Star is Aquarian energy, and it says that you are bang on, you know, life purpose here, and you're being guided and divinely protected. And yes, you might have gone through, you know, a struggle or a challenge here, but there is gifts of learning, and you needed to experience that as part of, you know, your experience in this lifetime. I'm also a big believer that in a lifetime, and to do with a life lesson, we experience both sides of the coin to make that a complete learning. So if you've had, you know, a struggle, then often things will come into balance, and you'll get to experience the opposite of that. Maybe abundance, maybe health, maybe vitality. So this is a gorgeous indication of that balance being restored after a very vulnerable journey. Alright, well, let's get the rest of the cards out because I'm pretty intrigued about this. So, Capricorn, I will draw the cards. They're very animated, and we'll clarify as we go as well. So, situational energy is the Knight of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that can be new doors opening. It could mean that there is a love component here for some of you. The Moon is in your challenge position. They are both Pisces energies for me, so you might be dealing with a Pisces, or you might be dealing with sort of dreamy undercurrents here. 10 of Wands is in your advice, so we are looking at a release or a sigh of relief, or letting go of that struggle, and we have in the outcome here the Judgment energy. So it is judgment time, and I think this is going to liberate you in some way. It's time for healing. Okay. I'm going to clarify as I go. Okay, so I've got Page of Cups and Knight of Cups here in the situation. Now, this feels like an offer or opportunity that sort of came out of the blue or synchronistically to you is what I'm feeling. And I sort of feel that this is the catalyst for why you sort of went through the struggle, actually. So, Knight of Cups, somebody showing up in your life with an opportunity that might have seemed loyal, honest, or trustworthy here. They came out of the blue here, and yeah, I think that you went for it. Okay, now this could be in love, could have been somebody for a relationship, it could have been somebody that offered you a job or work, and if so, it's something more maybe less traditional, creative, or maybe a startup business, something like that. They might have oversold the story here. So that's what I'm sensing, that somebody came into your life kind of unexpectedly as a sort of a, you know, a savior or a knight in shining armor, not a light in shining armor. But in the challenge, we've got the moon, and this can often be, you know, false masks being worn, or starting to see behind the curtain, or sort of an illusionary energy. So they might not have told you the full story about what they were offering or their situation. There could have been secrets here. Or, you know, there's just more to it. There's just more to it, and I just don't think that they're the full gloss that they made out to be. Now, I've got the Six of Cups coming through with that. Now, for some of you, it could have been somebody that you've known in your past, okay, or known since childhood as well, or, you know, you knew of them in childhood, but it's like you don't know them as the adult, and maybe there's been lots of things that have shifted and changed. The Six of Cups can also be, look, you know, there was this connection, and you entered into this situation, and you kind of built some memories and nostalgia, Six of Cups, but then the kind of rose-tinted glasses came off and you saw them for what they are. But the judgment call has become that much harder, Capricorn, because, you know, because you did go along with it for a certain amount, and like I said, you've had some happy times, but it can be really challenging to now see them in their truth, right? You know, like this is sort of like the classic kind of narcissist picture where they put their best foot forward and, you know, put on this very shiny exterior, and then as you get to know them and that kind of erodes and they start the bad behaviors, you know, it can be very, very confusing, right? So we're seeing the full picture here, and I think you've gone through a lot of stress here, and you've been maybe carrying the weight, carrying the load. What was painted to you as something easy and fun and romantic and connected, whatever it was for you, has actually ended up as a 10 of Wands situation. Bloody stressful, excuse me, and I'm the one doing all the work, or I'm the one suffering here and carrying the load, and it needs to come to judgment time, Capricorn. That's what I'm feeling. It's a time for healing, it's time to release, it's time to let go. But you needed to go through this experience, like I said. Yeah, it comes in with the Seven of Wands. It's like now it's become an ongoing battle, an ongoing challenge. There's just energy coming at me all the time from this person. And the Seven of Wands is saying, look, you do have the higher ground, right? You can kind of deal with that, but it's coming at a cost. And so now it's time for you to make a judgment call, Capricorn, before it sort of erodes things even more. So that's where we arrive, and judgment is that the last call for the situation where we face a decision. Am I going around for another cycle here? And now that you know, the truth is out and you can see behind the mask, like, you know what you're going to get, and you'd have to be okay with that. But 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, I can see energetically that's leading to a struggle. Or we move this across to the last major arcana that comes after this, the World. We realize, okay, I've learned an important lesson here and I'm spiritually graduating from that. Maybe you might have ignored some red flags along the way. Maybe you didn't really dive into, do we have shared values, vision, and lifestyle here? And you thought, no, it feels good, I'll just go into this. You actually need to work the values piece at the start. Because of that, whatever, you've entered into the situation and it's become some sense of entrapment here, and you're realizing the spiritual lesson now, and I think you're being encouraged to end the cycle, actually. And then there will be a period of healing that does, you know, a period of healing that ensues. But I've pulled the Four of Wands, and it's saying this is an important milestone towards your happiness. And if you're also seeing 1111, like your spirit guides are knocking at your door, they're sending you signs, right? And often the universe will send us signs, and if we ignore them, the knocking just gets louder. It's like, what needs to be the circumstance to release a situation that's no good for us? And generally we wait for a tower moment, a crisis, a betrayal, a diagnosis, like, you know, a conflict that creates the rock bottom to move us. And I sort of feel like maybe your goalpost keeps moving, like the stakes keep getting higher, but we keep on working forgiveness, and then we keep on burning out even more. And like that's what I'm feeling here. So the universe is saying, how loud do I need to knock, right? This is the time. This is the judgment time. And you're being asked to consider, you know, the release here, and then to move into the healing phase so that you can then be realigned to the other side of the coin, where you will experience the Four of Wands, like proper stability and proper happiness. So that's what I have, Capricorn, and I'm wishing you all the best with this situation, because it does feel like a challenging one. If you'd like a personal reading, first link down below will send you across my website where you can check those out. Don't forget to follow along on Instagram for daily content, and please do like, share, subscribe on your way out. I'd be very grateful. I'm sending you much love, magic and healing. Do take very good care. Bye for now.